Now then, so today we're going to have a look at the new Kickstarter called Europe Asunder. So, Europe Asunder is a new Kickstarter, and what it's providing is STL files so that you can print out your own Napoleonic figures. So they scale from 6mm all the way up to 18mm apparently. And what I've been sent are a selection of 6mm strips. So what I've got is some Austrian artillery crew here, some various different guns, a Prussian 1805 battalion, I believe, or 1806 battalion, sorry, an Austrian 1805 battalion, a strip of Bavarians and a strip of Portuguese troops. First thing I'll say about them is when I saw this Kickstarter advertised, I looked at the renders and things and thought they looked a little bit cartoony and a bit chunky. But when you actually see the models and the scale down to 6mm, I'm actually quite impressed. So we'll have a quick look then at some Prussians. So really finely detailed models, and once you've printed them out, there's no cleanup required. So it's not like they've been cast and you've got mould lines or anything like that. You literally just take them off the, is it a build plate it's called, on a 3D printer, and then you can start painting them straight away, which is kind of cool, isn't it? The only thing I do worry about is the bendiness of these bayonets. But to be honest, I've sent a big box of these, and they're all loosely packaged as well. They weren't like in little bags or anything. There was only one breakage, which is one bayonet that fell off that guy there at the end. So not too bad. I mean, I've had worse from Adler and Bacchus and others. Bayonets are always a weak point, and you know they get broken. So but these got a bit of flex in them. So if you do happen to nudge against them during a game, I don't know if they'd snap actually. Yeah, so they're pretty cool. Yeah, nicely detailed figures, quite chunky, but again very nice. So they're the Prussians. I'll give you a quick look at the command sprue. There, so it looks like you've got a sergeant at the end with his musket, a drummer, standard bearer, and an officer. Again, I think they look really cool. I'm actually really impressed with these, and it's a 20mm strip, and the models themselves measure from the foot to their eye level exactly 6mm, which is pretty cool. I do like them. That's a little bit bendy as well, but once you've got like a paper flag or something stuck on that, that'll probably help strengthen that a bit. I mean, some of my Adler ones are a lot flimsier than that, if I'm honest. Yeah, it's got a bit of flex in it as well, so that's pretty cool. So onto the Austrians. There we are. I didn't notice that one's slightly different pose. Are they Austrians? I think these are Austrians. Yeah, they are Austrians. Yeah, there with the helmets on. Very cool. Models that I'm very familiar with. I haven't painted a whole army of them. It'd be interesting to see how these compare actually to the Adler Austrians that I've already done. There's my Adler ones, and these are Europe Asunder ones. And as you can see, they're pretty much bang on size wise. Maybe slightly taller. Hard to tell because I haven't got them based, but not much in it. And the Adler obviously have got characteristic big heads I actually quite like, but yeah, they're not far off, are they really? As you can see with the Adler bayonets as well, they are quite bendy. I'm always breaking them. So yeah, pretty good. Yes, that's the Austrians, and then what I've got is a Portuguese strip again. I don't know about these bayonets. I think they're alright, you know. Initially I thought they were a little bit bendy, a little bit flimsy, but I don't think they are. Yeah, it's quite hard to pick up the detail on these, and I do apologise, but take my word for it, they are very finely detailed. And this is the Bavarian strip. There's a strip of Adler Bavarians. As you can see there, size-wise, they're not very far off, are they? However, as you can see with the 3D printed ones, there's no cleanup required at all, compared with the Adlers, where there's loads of cleanup required, especially on the bayonets and all bendy and all sorts. Much easier to base these 3D prints up as well. With the Adlers, it's always a pain in the bum because you've got to snip them off and close them up a bit because they're cast too far apart on the strip, I think. Yeah, they're cast too far apart on the strip. Yeah, and the bottoms of the strips are they always need filing as well because it's not straight. They are a pain in the bum to base up. I do love the Adler figures, but they are a pain in the bum to base up and clean up. Yeah, so there they are. What I have done is I painted up a strip of the 3D prints, and there they are. Took me about 10 minutes or so. If that. Very quick to paint. No particular regiment in mind, I just did them with dark blue facings. There's loads of regiments with dark blue facings, so yeah, there they are. Yeah, as you can see, hopefully, really nice little figures. If anything, a little bit too detailed because it's quite hard to paint. But then again, with 6mm, you don't really have to paint everything. It's there if you want to paint all that detail, you can. You don't have to. You can tell they're Austrians, can't you? That's good enough for me, I think. What they've also sent me is a 10mm sculpt, which is this guy. This is a Saxon Fusilier, I believe, or Saxon Musketeer from 1806, I believe. Scaled up to 10mm, and it's a lot more sturdy. Quite a chunky model. I don't think I'd want to go beyond 10mm for these, to be honest. It does say you can go up to 18, but I think they'd be a bit fat. 10mm though, I think it works alright. Quite a chunky, hefty boy though, isn't he? Even at 10mm. Very good though. So how do these compare with the Bacchus figures? The closest I've got is some Wars of the Roses Spearmen. And as you can see there, they are not too far off. If you look at their eye line, if anything, the Bacchus figures are slightly taller. Just that the Napoleonic ones look taller because they've got the big hats on. So yeah, they're pretty compatible, I think. I don't actually have any Bacchus Napoleonics anymore. I mean, stupidly sold them. Yeah, there we are. So, size-wise, with the two main that I'm aware of, the two main manufacturers, Bacchus and Adler, they scale up quite well. I don't have any Heroics and Ross, so I can't compare those either. Last thing I'm going to look at then are the artillery pieces. As you can see there, I think that's a 6-pounder or 9-pounder or something, medium gun. Nicely detailed, one piece, no sticking together. Print it out and that's what you get. Very nice, I think. What else we got? I think this is a 4-pounder or a light gun. There. Again, very cleanly cast. We've got I believe that's a 12-pounder. Slightly heavier gun there. And what else we got here? That's a howitzer there, I believe. Little howitzer. Which is very nice. Yeah, I like the way that they're completely cast as one piece, because with the Adlers, if you look on there, the chassis is separate to the wheels, so you've got to glue the wheels on, and I never quite get them straight and things like that. Not like an Adler at all, because I love them. I got thousands of them, literally, but it's nice to see these one-piece castings like this. They're great. Not castings, prints. Yeah, they're good. And the artillery crew, they all seem to be different figures as well. Individual models, so you can just place them on the guns. So not on strips or anything, you don't have to cut them off, they're just like little individual figures, which are very nice. Apologise for stating my fingers, I've just noticed. Been working on my man cave in the garden. Yeah, very nice figures. So overall, I think they're very promising. So I think the Kickstarter is doing French, Austrians, Russians, and Brits, I think, and then there's a few add-ons for the peninsula, possibly, and some Prussians or something. I have looked at it, but I can't remember. Loads of different stuff they're doing. It looks great. I haven't seen any cavalry yet. Be interested to see what they look like. But yeah, overall, recommend giving them a look. I'll post the links and things to the Kickstarter below. Go take a look yourself. I'm just wondering if these are going to be available anywhere for those of us who don't have a 3D printer. So I don't have a 3D printer, so I can't really do much with them. But if they make moulds of them or something, or cast them in metal or in resin or something, I might be tempted. Or even if they do a print on demand kind of thing. So if you just put an order and they print them up for you and send them to you, that'd be kind of cool. Yeah. Anyway, don't want to ramble on too much. I'm really impressed. Recommend you take a look. Speak to you again soon. Bye bye.